Welcome all to today's session on civil legal remedies. When you see constitutional remedies and statutory remedies, here civil legal remedies would be spoken. For administrative law, this is Dr. K. Sangeeta. So first we will see legal right and remedy. Concept emanates from the principle of ubi juris ibi remedium, meaning where there is right, there is remedy. A civil right is an enforceable right which, if interfered with by another, gives rise to an action for injury. Remedy denotes the manner in which the right enforced by the court in case of its violation. The person whose right is being infringed has a right to enforce it through an action before the court. Example, the civil rights or the freedom of speech and press, assembly, right to vote and right to equality, etc. Now we will see the types of remedies. Here if you see, it is judicial, extrajudicial, legal, equitable. When you see legal remedies, there are two types, constitutional and statutory. Under constitution, you have the constitutional remedy under Article 32, which is in Part 3, and Article 226. Other constitutional articles like Article 137, curative relief, Article 142, Article 227. When you see statutory relief, there is civil and criminal. Under civil, you can see the injunction, which is perpetual injunction, mandatory or temporary. Next, declaratory action, specific performance, restitution. Next is damages, liquidation, unliquidated damages. Under criminal, you have the punishment and monetary compensation. Next is statutory judicial remedy. First is injunction, order of the court restraining the commission, repetition or continuance of a wrongful act by the defendant. Damages, degree for possession, specific restitution of property available to only those who are in possession of the property. Hence, it is limited to the torts of infringement. Next, polluter pay principle, MC Mehta and another versus Union of India and others, 20th December 1986 case. Extrajudicial remedy, self-help, re-entry on land, expulsion of the trespasser, reception of goods, abatement of nuisance. Specific statutory civil remedy. Specific statutory remedies are provided under specific statutes imposing specific obligation on the person and conferring power on an administrative body. A relief which could not be obtained through a writ could be obtained through a statutory remedy. Section 18 of the Land Acquisition Act 1894, where the right of the aggrieved party to require the matter to be referred to the court by district collector. Section 6 of the Essential Commodities Act 1955, appeal against the order of the confiscation to designated judicial authority. Now we will see the equitable remedy. The practice of granting equitable remedy came about to compensate for the inadequate common law courts which could not grant remedy. If affected party wanted a performance of the contract or wanted to prevent the commission of a wrong threat, here ubi juris ibi remedium, the principle that wherever there is a wrong, there will be a remedy. It is the basis of granting equitable remedy. Now we will see equitable remedy. Developed by courts of equity during the time of Henry VII, flexible responses to changing social condition. Example, rescission, specific performance, contract reformation.